see you there. I was just playing around with my brand new TL7 7-string acoustic guitar by ESP to make all of your Ingve dreams come true. Welcome to the third part of the NorthTale recording documentary. Michael's bass playing on this album is out of this world. He's doubling a lot of my fast phrases, and sometimes I was actually wondering if he could actually do some of them, but he did it, and he nailed it, and the bass sounds great. It's heavy, it's fat, it's got that bottom, but also a lot of definition. He plays a lot of fast parts throughout the album, and I'm generally very happy and very impressed with his work.
Well, on the first album I played probably half of the songs with a pick, and I played on a Fender Jazz bass. This time around I played a Dingwall bass, which is by far is probably the best instrument I ever owned. And I exclusively play fingerstyle, which is what I always done. So I just adapted the playing more to kind of how I usually play.
This time around, I really wanted Jimmy to explore all of his strengths as a piano player.
With this album, Bill and Dennis thought it was important to bring in more piano, and that pleased me greatly because I love to play piano. And that just allowed me a lot more to let my passion kind of for playing piano be seen more, less of those harpsichord, 16th notey things.
Every power metal album somewhere has to have 16th note harpsichord shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so generally, with any album that I begin, I form a palette of the sounds that I think are the most appropriate for the genre, because I work through a lot of genres. So especially with power metal, you kind of know what to expect. You're going to need your choirs, you're going to need your harpsichord, your leads. But this album we brought in a lot more piano, which was nice. We brought in the mode, so I got to play with some synthesizers and B3.
Oh, let me hear that solo. Can you play from before that? I haven't heard the keyboard solo. What?
It was quite different. We brought in influences that aren't as prevalent and sounds that aren't as prevalent in a progressive, or well, they are prevalent in a progressive, I'm sorry. We brought in things that aren't as prevalent on the keyboard in power metal.
For the Brazilian percussion, I needed someone very authentic, someone from there, someone who worked with this. And Marcelo Caravella is actually a good friend of my mother. And when she brought him up, I thought that that would be a fantastic idea. You know, it's also good to have some family friends in the album.
Fui convidado para gravar o novo álbum da banda NorthTale, sob o comando do técnico Vinícius Suzuki, aqui no estúdio Vila do Sossego, Santos, São Paulo, Brasil.
I gave him some basic MIDI ideas that I programmed myself, and I told him to do his thing.
O instrumento que eu utilizei foi bloco sonoro, zabumba, triângulo, oxadum e cowbell. Obrigado pelos meus amigos americanos, brasileiros, e foi uma honra ter participado desse projeto.
So I was introduced to Bill through our friend Kyle Kayayan, which is my bandmate, and they knew each other for a while, and Kyle heard from Bill that he was looking for an orchestrator for NorthTale's upcoming album, and Kyle recommended me to him because I was doing orchestrations for our band too, like Firewing.
Bruno is one of the most talented orchestrators I've ever seen in my life, and his work is very, very prominent in this album.
And Bill sent me a message around September 2020, and he said, hey, I'm looking for some orchestrations for this song, and he sent me the song, and it was a song with a lot of influences from Brazilian Northeast type of music, and that's exactly the region I come from Brazil, so I was quite familiar with that style.
Okay. That's fine. Now we have a movement. I'm wondering if that's... No, that's not too loud. What about this one?
Very exciting for me because I love to play piano. My favorite things are playing piano, and there's a fly buzzing around.
I know, I've noticed that too.
I was like, look, I hope he's not fucking up. I'm like Mike Pence over here. I'm gonna start over. I just kill that motherfucker.
Just keep rolling.
So I'm gonna keep rolling.
Yeah.
Ignore the fucking fly. Outtakes, bloopers. So